This is me, Carl. This is my first exhibit that's like 100% just me for Juneteenth at the ACC building over here in the Gulfgate area. And I got some of my work here and a lot of black and white stuff, And I'm here putting up the finishing touches on what I've done. I'm putting name tags on stuff. Normally I don't like naming stuff because when you look at stuff, you're going to come up with your own name because you look at a picture, it tell you something different because I may name it something and you be like, hey, I don't like that. That says this. So it really don't make sense because, you see somebody with your same name and you tell yourself they don't look like you. So, but just my opinion. But yeah, this is some of my stuff here. We're going to walk around the whole thing. That's my daughter right here. I call this through a child's eye. This is my sister right here, and I call this one my sister because it's my sister. But I like it. I caught her in the raw. I didn't want her to do nothing to herself because that's what she looked like. She looked like that, but that's my sister. I love her. This is special love. This is my nephew right here. He's always telling me stuff to kind of get me in that better mood, and he's a young man and really want to go after life. And I call this one, I Still Believe. I took it in 5th Ward. See, I got it on metal plate. I like that. The metal brings out something, He was at a photo shoot and I was behind the other photographer when I took this picture. All right, let's try something else. Call this one a step back. A step back. See, this was taken in 4th Ward by Freeman Town. See, these old shotgun houses, they go way back. I kind of grew up in a house like that. My house I live in kind of look like that now. And now where you come from is where you're going. That's why I always heard people say that. This is a deacon at this church. Never really caught his name. He told me his name, but I forgot his name. I just know where the church is. This is right over in the 4th Ward area. I call this one the Deacon. He was a nice guy. It tells you the story about the church and, when it got established back in 1890. Go way back. Wow. A lot of good history there. And this was a bunch of old houses that was in the 4th Ward area. And I call this one 100 years of history. See, 100-year-old house, 100 years of some history. And I put it on a metal plate, and I put a little frame around it to give it that extra nice effect. Let's go to the next one. We're walking. See, I'm the only one here. My lips kind of dry, but an echo from the past. See an old house that sits close to downtown, but in the back you see the brand new townhouses there in color, and the old house is in black and white. See, it's kind of tell you, we still stand. Even though you're coming up, we're still standing. When people look at that house, like, ooh, look at that stuff. A person that thinks a little deeper, they understand that there's a lot of history in that old house there. Why it's still standing, who knows? But it's still there for a reason. You can learn from that house. You're like, hey, we need to cut our grass. But no, I like history like that. It tells a lot about the past. If you can appreciate the past, you don't have to, you kind of appreciate the things around you now, because of wouldn't be for the things in the past, you wouldn't have what you have now. Did that make any sense? Well, it made sense to me. But we're moving on. Ooh. Saw this old church there. Ooh. And I call this one 4th Ward, Freeman Town. See, that's why I took the picture at Freeman Town. Make a lot of sense. There's a lot of churches there because they couldn't really tear down the churches. So that's why you see a lot of churches in Freeman Town. I put this one on metal plate. I like metal. I love the black and white look. I'm moving on. Let's see what else we got. I'm doing this before I leave. Oh, my lips so dry. Think about being like me. Your lips get dry. The more I think, the drier my lips get. This one right here, it's another old house I've seen in the area. I just seen that little part. You can see downtown in the background. Black and white. This is on canvas. And I call this one Fourth Ward History. See, that's why I say I don't like titling stuff, because it really doesn't make sense to title it, because you may look at this and call it house or call it wood. But I just feel like everything tells a story. See, a story. See, downtown coming up, but the house still stands. History. Yeah, before all that AC unit, you just put a fan in your window. But that's on canvas, and this is another one that's on canvas. I call this one the front porch, because anybody that had an old front porch, they know about those bricks right there and a piece of wood on top of the brick. In the background, you can see the townhouse coming up in the distance, but that's real close on the brick. You know, you got to be real close to that brick. You know, like sleep on the front porch in an old chair. See, I'm from the Fifth Ward area, so you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And you usually have a dog tied to the front porch. Okay, let's try this next one. This one right here, I call it the best teacher. This old man. I got it on metal print. This old man right here. I was at a church taking pictures, you know, on the south side, and it was just somebody, old man. He was still there, and he was sleeping. He was dressed up, but he was sleeping. And I just like the texture of the face, and just one of the things you can't really explain. You can just say that he had to go through some stuff to get here. You know, he have a story to tell. So to me, older people are the best teachers, because in order to get old, you can't be no fool. You had to go through a lot of stuff, and you have a lot of good things to talk about. That's why I was real close to my grandparents. You know, I guess that's why I'm like an old man living in a young man's body. I know some people look at me and say, oh, but you are old. Well, anyway, my lips are getting dry, see, at a certain time I start licking my lips. But I love that picture right there. I put it in a frame. And this one right here is an old good friend of mine. His name Chris Atkins. He's a comic. He's a comic. That guy right there. He's a comic. He liked doing a lot of political stuff. So I did a little photo shoot with him, and he wanted to go around City Hall, but when he think it was going to be a regular shoot, it turned into a moment of a lot of homeless people kind of gathering around him and start making requests, like for sandwiches and what can you do for us since you look like you're running for office. And this one guy, he asked if he could pray with him, and I thought that was real touching, you know. And I decided to call this one Hear Me Out, because that's all the guy wanted him to do, is hear him out, you know. And I'm not sure what his story is, but hey, it had to be pretty interesting, you know. And he took the time to pray with the guy. So Chris is a pretty cool guy, nice guy. And I got that on metal. I love metal. Time to lick my lips. All right, this right here, I was in Hermann Park, and you probably see these people in Hermann Park. They like playing instruments, and they have a little cup, ask for you to give them something. But hey, they doing something. They ain't just with a cup and say, give me some money. Let me juggle or play this bucket or this drum or saxophone. But I have a number of pictures like this. It was hard for me to choose, but me and my nephew, we decided to go with this. This is on canvas. I call this Play with Passion. See, some people probably know the guy's name. They know that's Steve. But yeah, I like it. I put it in black and white, kind of soften it up, and it's on canvas. I like them because you can tell that they good at what they do, because you understand the music instead of just making some noise. You know, because you make noise, people pass by you and say, hey, I give you some money just to stop doing that, or they'll call police on you because you just make a lot of racket. No, they did a pretty good thing. I like the way the guy dressed up with his, one guy afro, one guy some dreadlocks going on. See, I like that. But moving on. I gotta move. Gotta keep moving. I'm trying to hurry up because I gotta go to work late home. So here's the next thing I got right here. This right here, I took this in Fifth Ward. This Alexandria. See, my lips dry. But I did a lot of shoots with her. Pretty cool chick. We was in Fifth Ward. She wanted to go to Fifth Ward area, so we was taking some pictures. And she said, "Oh, it'd be kind of cool if we go to this bus stop and take pictures with the guys there. They seem like some cool guys." And the name of this picture, I decided to call it. See, that one looked kind of crazy, like your uncle, like that uncle that be at the barbecue saying whatever he want to say. And then I called her because she liked dressing up sexy. And that guy right there with the leather jacket, he said, "Hey, I don't smile, I just look like this." I decided to call this Crazysexycool at the bus stop. Crazysexycool, for real, that is the name. I couldn't come up with a name. I said, "Oh, look at it. The words explain the picture." So I went with it. It's on canvas, black and white. But let's move it on. Oh, I'm looking down there. Ooh, that's a nice house down there too. I call this one Fatherhood. It's a good friend of mine, Jody, and his little son. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Fatherhood, that's on canvas. No, I'm sorry, that's on metal print. It's really nice. Really nice. That's a great picture. I like it. So we're moving on to the next. See, I don't have to say much about that picture because it speaks for itself. This one, I took this in Third Ward, kind of near U of H and not far from Texas Southern, just on a side street. Those old stores there. You come by, you come leave. Just joking, but no. Everybody know about stores like that. Just they keep it simple. Food market, sell your cigarettes, Kool-Aid, pickled in a jar, maybe some pig feet. But yeah, I took this in Third Ward, and I call this just up the street because your mama wants you to go to the store just right up the street. Run on up the street and go get me something. I want my change back. A lot of good history there. You lived in one ward, you lived in them all, And this one right here, this was not too far from the same area. These guys work for the city, and this is what they do on their lunch break. They get together and play chess. That's what they do. And I call this one, this is what we do. In Third Ward, we play chess. If somebody pass by, they don't know, they look at them. They look at you long enough, you tell yourself, maybe I should leave because this is not the area I should be at. But they was cool brothers. They let me take pictures. They were real cool. Got their work uniform on. One dude got his camouflage jacket on, but I still see him. But real cool. All right, moving on to the very last picture, which I really like this picture because it was hard for me to choose which picture I should use because this is a good friend of mine, and I took so many pictures of her, and she's really good, very photogenic. This Miss Bookie. She's a comic, very talented young lady. You'll be seeing her around real soon. You probably see her now. But I took this one downtown. I gave it that old look. You can't tell what year it was. See, I like that. That was Main Street. I call this, I'm Here and Alive. See, she got that Nigerian look. See, we decided to go with that and soften it up and give that look. I didn't make it color. I just kept it soft with a black and white touch. But no, it's a real nice picture, and she really liked it. And I got a lot of good feedback about it. So I'd be crazy not to put this picture in the gallery. So this is my little thing at ACC College over here in the Gulf Gate area. It'll be here for 2 weeks, and this is a big deal for me because normally I'm a part of a gallery to where I can put like 2 or 3 pictures, but this time someone was nice enough to trust me and kind of give me that extra push to say, hey, you could take the whole gallery. It's all about you. So, it really, I was a little nervous, but when she gave me that opportunity, I had to take it. I feel like some of the best moves you can make is those moves that you're unsure about. So you have to take a chance, in life, and that's what life is all about, taking chances, just to surprise yourself, to see what you're capable of. So this is it. This is all me. All me, as you can see. All my little stuff. I'm very pleased with it. Oh, it's time to lick my lips again because they're dry. Got energy. But hey, this is it. Thank you for watching. And if you want to contact me, I'm at cjphotographyart.com. Yes, I love to print stuff on canvas or metal. It gives you that extra museum look, taste, flavor. Hey, but thank you, and this is my life.